Beginning our practice standing today, taking a couple of breaths here, preparing ourselves for this practice. We'll be warming up with some sun salutations, making our way to the front of our mat, and again taking a couple of breaths here. Coming into an inhale, sending our arms up overhead, biceps to ears. Exhale, hinging at the hips, coming into our forward fold. On an inhale, lifting up just halfway, half forward fold. Exhaling back down, full forward fold. Bending our knees, planting our palms, stepping back with the right foot, dropping the right knee, coming into our low lunge. Exhale, lifting back knee, stepping left foot back to join right into the top of our plank. Inhaling as we lower ourselves all the way down, lifting up into a little cobra here. Exhale, forehead to mat. Inhale, lifting back up into our cobra. And as we exhale, sending our hips up and back, coming into our down dog. Inhale, stepping forward with the right foot, dropping the left knee, low lunge. Exhaling, stepping back foot up to meet front foot into forward fold. Inhaling, half forward fold. Exhaling down. On that next inhale, coming all the way up, sending those fingertips up towards the sky, finding that little bit of a back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center. Shake it out, moving through that again here. Next inhale, fingertips towards the sky, little back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we'll come up halfway, half forward fold. Exhaling back down, full forward fold. Again, bending those knees, planting our palms, stepping the right foot back, lowering that right knee, chest opens up. Exhaling, stepping left foot back to join right into the top of our plank. Inhaling, lowering chest down to the mat, coming into our cobra. Exhaling, forehead to mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, curl the toes, send our hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, stepping forward with the right foot, dropping the left knee, low lunge. Exhaling into forward fold. Inhale, halfway, half forward fold. Exhale, full forward fold. And then inhaling all the way back up, two standing fingertips to the sky, little back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time, taking that big inhale in, sending those fingertips up towards the sky, little back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, full or half forward fold. Exhale, full forward fold. Planting palms, stepping right foot back, right knee down, low lunge. Exhale, left foot back, plank. Inhale as we lower down and then lift the chest up into cobra. Exhale, forehead to mat. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, stepping right foot forward, dropping the left knee, low lunge. Exhale, full forward fold. Inhaling, half forward fold. Exhale, back down. Inhale all the way back up. Once again, sending those fingertips towards the ceiling, little back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center. And shaking it out. Coming into a standing posture now. Checking in with our posture here on the mat. Pressing nice and evenly through all four corners of both of our feet. Finding those hip points, turning them into each other. Noticing if we grow just that much taller through the back body. Finding that back heart alignment, drawing those bottom tips of the shoulder blades together as the top parts fan out, staying nice and open in the chest. Kickstanding our right foot up against that left ankle. On an inhale, sending the right knee off to the right side. Exhaling, bringing the right knee back to center. Again, inhale as we send the right knee off to the right side, opening the right hip. Exhaling to center. Inhaling again, opening up through that right knee, holding here. Checking in with those hip points, making sure they've stayed turned in towards each other. Exhaling, bringing the right knee back to center. Option here of bringing that right foot to the left calf or keeping the right toes to the mat as we repeat that. Inhaling as we send the right knee off to the side, exhaling to center. Moving through that a couple of times. And then holding the right knee off to that right side, coming into a tree pose, checking into those hip points. And taking a big inhale as we send our arms up overhead, biceps to ears. An option to open the arms to goalpost arms here. Taking those big inhales, complete exhales, allowing that micro bend in our standing leg. Big inhale, fingertips towards the sky. Exhale, releasing right foot to the mat, shaking it out. Coming back to standing before bringing the left foot up against the right ankle. Inhaling in, left knee off to the left side. Exhale, center. Inhale, open. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, opening up, holding there, offering that left hand on the thigh perhaps to help deepen that stretch. Checking those hip points, crown of our head lifting towards the sky. Breathing here. Exhaling to center and either keeping the foot there or perhaps bringing the foot up to the right calf and repeating that motion. Inhale as we open, exhale to center. Taking our time, allowing our breath to guide us in this movement. And the next time as we inhale in the left knee off to the side, holding there, checking those hip points. Inhale in, sending the fingertips to the sky. And then perhaps exhaling, bringing our hands into the goalpost arms, whichever tree pose feels the best for us. Taking those big inhales, complete exhales. Inhaling, fingertips towards the sky. Exhale, releasing foot to the mat, shaking it out, and returning to the front of our mat. When we come into that next inhale, sending fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming up halfway, half forward fold. Exhale, full. Big inhale and coming all the way up, fingertips towards the ceiling, maybe little back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Bending our knees to plant our palms and step ourselves back, coming into our tabletop position. Finding our comfortable tabletop, beginning with that nice straight line from the crown of our head to the tip of our tailbone. Inhaling in, we'll lift our tailbone and crown of our head towards the ceiling. Exhale, rounding our back, melting tailbone and forehead down towards the mat. Repeating that motion here a few times, following your own breath, your own pace. The next time we come through that neutral position, finding that moment of pause. Exhaling, stepping left foot up to replace left hand, planting right palm, and on an inhale, sending left fingertips out to the side and up towards the sky, twisting chest towards left knee. Exhaling to center. Inhale, open. Exhale, coming back to center. Big inhale, sending those left fingertips up towards the sky, holding here in our twist. Trying to keep the knee over left ankle, walking the left foot out to the left side to create a little space if that feels better in our body for our knee. Big inhale in, exhaling back to center. Curling the back toes, lifting up the back knee, coming into a high lunge. Again, planting that right palm. Big inhale in, sending the left fingertips out to the side and up towards the ceiling, chest to left knee, holding here in our high lunge twist. Still taking those big inhales, complete exhales. On an exhale, coming back to center, planting the right knee, stepping left knee back to join right, and pressing ourselves back into a child's pose of our choosing, taking a couple of breaths here. Inhaling in, we'll bring ourselves back to our tabletop and then working through a few cat-cows. Inhaling as crown of our head and tailbone lift. Exhale, rounding the back, melting tailbone and crown of the head towards the mat. Moving through that just a couple of times here. finding a moment of pause in the center, taking a big inhale in, and exhale, stepping right foot up to replace right hand. Inhaling as we open up, sending right fingertips towards the sky, chest to right knee, exhaling center. Inhale, opening into the twist. Exhale, center. Big inhale and sending those right fingertips up towards the sky, holding here in our twist, taking those big inhales, complete exhales. Exhaling, coming back to center, planting the right palm, curling the back toes, lifting up the back knee into our high lunge, planting the left palm, and inhales, we send the right fingertips off to the side and up towards the sky. Still breathing, big inhales, complete exhales, adjusting that right foot off to the right side if we need that space. Breathing here. And on our next exhale, coming back to center, bringing the back knee down, right knee joins left, and again pressing back into a child's pose of our choosing. Taking a few breaths here in our child's pose. Coming into the next inhale, bringing ourselves back into that tabletop position. Stepping our hands about one palm print forward, big inhale in. Exhale, sending hips up and back, coming into our downward facing dog. Pedaling out our feet here. Staying nice and straight through the back body, allowing for that bend in the knees as needed. Heels pressing down towards the mat, but if they don't touch, that's perfectly fine. Finding a moment of stillness in our downward facing dog. Big inhale in, sending our gaze forward, and as we exhale, walking our feet up to join our hands, coming into a forward fold. Allowing ourselves to just ragdoll over here, really getting that nice stretch through the back of the legs, allowing for that bend in the knees, but also making sure that we do feel that stretch through the legs. Taking those big inhales and complete exhales, maybe offering our hands onto our elbows, finding a little rock from side to side, and then finding some stillness in the center. Breathing. Coming into our next inhale, bringing ourselves up halfway, half forward fold. Exhale, down, full forward fold. Planting those palms, stepping our feet back again, coming into our tabletop position, working through a few more cat-cows. Inhales, crown of our head and tailbone lift. Exhale, rounding our back, melting forehead and tailbone towards the mat. Repeating that here a few times, following your own breath, your own pace, taking your time, allowing your breath to guide your movement. Finding a moment of pause the next time we come through that center position, and then pressing ourselves back, centering our sit bones onto the mat, adjusting our clothes if needed, and then working our way back down onto our backs in a flat back position. Palms of our feet pressing into the mat, knees towards the sky. Taking a few breaths here. Walking our feet so the edges of our feet are up against the outside edge of our mat and allowing our knees to melt in towards each other. Breathing those nice big inhales, complete exhales. Bringing our knees back in alignment with our hips, walking our feet back into alignment with our hips as well. Beginning with our hips on the mat, finding our nice comfortable bridge position foot. Inhaling in, hips up towards the ceiling. Exhale, melting the hips back down towards the mat. Repeating that, perhaps sending the arms up overhead as we inhale and lifting the hips up towards the ceiling. Exhale as the hips melt back down towards the mat. Moving through that just a couple of times. The next time our hips are resting comfortably on the mat, hands at our sides, keeping the hips there. On an inhale, sending just the arms up overhead. Exhale, drawing our knees into our chest, palms of our hands returning to our knees. Inhale as we straighten our elbows, pressing our knees away from our body. Exhale, drawing the knees back in towards our chest. Repeating that motion here a few times, allowing our breath to guide us. Coming into that next inhale, as the knees go away, sending our arms up overhead. Exhale, bringing everything back to center. Deciding if we'd like to be repeating this motion here with the knees bent, or there is the option on the inhale, sending the feet up towards the sky as the arms go up overhead. Whichever feels the best, either keeping those knees bent as we continue to move, or sending the feet towards the sky. Taking our time, breathing as we move. One more big inhale in, and exhale, bringing the hands to the knees. This time keeping the hands on the knees, repeating that slight press and pull motion. Inhale as the knees move away. Exhale as we bring the knees back in towards our chest. The next time we come into an inhale, as we're pressing the knees away, keep pressing them all the way away until our feet are resting comfortably on the mat. And now doing what we need to do to find our comfort on the mat as we prepare for our resting pose. Perhaps sending the legs out long, bringing our hands down to our sides. Doing a quick full body scan, seeing if there's anywhere that maybe we're holding on to a little bit of extra tension. Do our best to allow that tension to melt away, even if it's just for the few minutes we're resting here today. Feeling our shoulders melting into the mat, shoulders moving away from our ears. Unfurling our brow, relaxing our jaw. Closing our eyes if we're comfortable to do so. Softening our gaze if we'd prefer. Allowing our tongue to move away from the roof of our mouth. And allowing our breath to return to its nice, natural resting state as we lay here breathing for the next few minutes. The video will be ending here soon, but I encourage you to stay here, resting for a few minutes, for as long as you feel like it, breathing and existing. Namaste.